So a very common theme for my YouTube channel as of late has been boredom and burnout, and these are some things that I've been facing when it comes to Pokemon Go, and I really want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about how I'm tackling burnout as well as what Niantic could do to actually correct some of these issues. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So the last several videos that I've made, a lot of them have to do with burnout, with Pokemon Go having various issues, and just in general not feeling excited and engaged with the game. And I think a big part of that is because over the years there has just been so much with Pokemon Go where I just feel like the standard for what is considered exciting has definitely gotten a lot higher. I do believe that there is a lot of things that Niantic needs to do to get me really excited for the game. But on top of that, it is a big part of just playing the game for so long, because at this point, I have a collection where there's just not much to look forward to, ultimately. Like, if I was a brand new player, if I was someone who just started playing Pokemon Go, yes, I would feel like there's just so much in the game that I could get in the future, but I have a lot of that stuff already. I have a whole bunch of Shundos. Actually, let's open up my game right now. If you could see right here, I just have a whole collection of high IV shinies. I have a whole bunch of high IV, basically a whole bunch of Shundos. I got a bunch of high IV legendaries, and just in general, it just feels like there's just not much for me to really look forward to. Like, I do feel like back in the day, I would want 100% IV legendaries of certain legendaries. I would really much look forward to getting them. I would raid them anytime they came out. I would farm up candies and Stardust so that as soon as I got it, I would be able to power it up. But it doesn't feel that way anymore. It doesn't feel like there's any Pokemon that I'm looking forward to getting a 100% IV for, because most of the Pokemon that I already got a 100% IV for, those are the Pokemon that I was looking forward to getting. So in terms of IVs, this game has kind of fallen flat. And I think IVs has always been kind of like one of the big things that has driven players to continuously raid, to continuously play the game. And unfortunately, that part of the game has definitely fizzled out, at least just for me. I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the same for a lot of other players. I know a lot of people out there don't necessarily care about IVs, they just want to fill up their Pokédex to that degree. I totally can see this game having a lot of longevity because there's so many Pokemon for you to get. There's plenty of holes in my own Pokédex actually. Like, there's certainly a lot of different regions where I still do not have every single one. You can see right here, Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, I'm completed with those regions, but Sinnoh, I have a couple of holes. And of course, with Unova, Kalos, Alola, actually, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of different regions where I still need to complete the Pokédex, and there's still a whole bunch of Pokemon I need to evolve to get the Pokédex entries. So naturally, yeah, there are certain aspects of this game where I could still play, but a lot of those holes in the Pokédex, they're not even Pokemon I can obtain right now. So there's no point in me going out and looking for those specific Pokemon. So naturally, I do feel like there is a bit of an issue right now with this game where a lot of the things that they always relied on in terms of getting players engaged and getting players to look forward to, like, a lot of that stuff has just fizzled out. So IVs is not necessarily that exciting anymore. What else is there? Well, shiny hunting. So shiny hunting is one of those things where I do feel like there is a sense where you're always looking forward to getting new shinies, but I feel like for myself in my collection, like if I were to go to like all the shinies in my collection, I feel like I have most of the ones that I want. Again, it comes down to some of the things that I was looking forward to. I already have a whole bunch of shinies. A lot of them are Shundos. Like if I were to go through my Shundo collection, you can see right here, I have, let's see, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do a search for shiny, and let's do 4-star. You're gonna see right here. I have 35 Shundos at this point. Sure, there's a lot of players out there who have way more Shundos than I do. I really cannot justify calling myself the Shundo King anymore, although I do feel like I have some very nice Shundos. But in general, it just feels like Shundo hunting isn't something that excites me anymore either. like for community days. I've actually skipped a couple community days this year because I just really haven't had the drive to go out and grind as many shinies as I can. I haven't really been opening up Discord or Campfire looking for those 100% IVs. It's just, yeah, unfortunately, it just doesn't feel like that part of the game is exciting either. Now, another thing that I do feel like is an issue is the reason for the grind. Like, what is the purpose of grinding? I mean, a lot of people out there, they want to get as much Stardust as they possibly can. Some people want to get as many rare candies as they can. I mean, if you look at me right now, I'm sitting on 447 rare candy as well as 118 rare candy XL. So in terms of rare candies, I don't ever feel like I need more. I know some players feel like they just constantly need rare candies, but if I wanted to power up a legendary, if I wanted to power up, let's say I were to get myself a 100% IV of a particular legendary that I did not have before, I will have enough rare candies to at least get it to level 40, which is enough for it to be useful in a raid battle. If I want to max it out completely to level 51, then of course, I'm going to need a lot more rare candy XL, but for a lot of these legendaries, actually, I don't want to click on this Growlithe. If I were to like click on Groudon, for example, like, okay, that's a bad example, but like a lot of these legendaries, like I have so much candy for them. Okay, some of these, okay, I'm showing some bad examples. Okay, like let's look at Necrozma. Let's say I finally get myself a Shundo Necrozma for Dawnwings. Right now I have a 96, but let's say I pick up a Shundo, I'll have enough to max it out. And yeah, maybe I could stock up on all these other Pokemon, but you can see right here, I already have 100% IVs for most of them, and I don't really feel compelled to look for a second 100% IV. So yeah, it just feels like my motivation for raiding, my motivation for going out and grinding Stardust, it has drastically diminished over these past couple of months. So what are some of the things that I'm doing to get myself active in Pokemon Go once again? Well, of course, there's always Buddy Adventure. I think that's the one thing that has always produced longevity for this game, at least for myself. You can see right here, for a lot of my Pokemon, they have that Best Buddy ribbon right next to their name. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah, you can see right here, next to their icons, they all have a Best Buddy ribbon, but some of them do not. For example, this Zamazenta, which I eventually want a bottle cap. This 93% shiny Origin Palkia, and unfortunately it doesn't have Hydro Pump, so I may not even keep it. And then of course there's this Roar of Time shiny Dialga, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. And if you go down here, there's a couple of shinies. Oh, actually, maybe just one or two. Yeah, right down here. I have this, that needs to be Best Buddy. There is a Shundo that I got, my most recent Shundo actually. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, this one. Oh no, that actually has it. Oh, right here. Like, this one I want to work on getting to Best Buddies. So the Buddy Adventure system is definitely something that has motivated me. So that is something that I really wish Niantic could lean into. Maybe have more with the Buddy Adventure system, maybe more incentives, more reasons for people to grind out for Best Buddies, because the Best Buddy ribbons, they're definitely something that I've been grinding out and has kept me in the game. But that's just really one thing. Another thing which I'm really disappointed that Niantic has not done yet is adding another level to these badges or these achievement badges. I think we could have like a diamond rank. I think that would be really cool, especially for stuff like this, Jogger, Kanto, Collector, like Scientist. A lot of this stuff people will grind for. If they were to add a new tier, like an ultimate tier, maybe a diamond tier, like I said, I think players would grind out for that. That would definitely produce some longevity. I know there's a couple of these achievement medals that I still do not have platinum, but again, like for example, this Magikarp one, I can't really go out and grind for it right now because Magikarp's not part of the rotation. So these are just some of the things that are frustrating. It is frustrating. There's so much to do in Pokemon Go, yet it feels like there's not enough to do. It feels like if I were to go out and just go for the daily grind, like completing the daily chores, yeah, maybe I could keep myself busy. But aside from that, there's nothing much else. And I feel like that is a huge problem. So I just kind of wanted to talk about this. I kind of wanted to just, I don't know, share some thoughts regarding this, because I do feel like Pokemon Go is naturally, I will say, don't get me wrong, I do like where Pokemon Go is right now. I do like the gameplay, I do like all the things that they added. I think golden bottle caps should be released a lot more frequently, because with golden bottle caps, that definitely got me involved for quite a while. But yeah, I think just in general, the game is kind of missing something. It really does feel that way. So I really hope Niantic figures it out, because I really enjoy Pokemon Go still. It's just not really doing it for me right now. But at the very least, there are some things that I'm doing to keep it going. You know, obviously I want to create a lot of content for Pokemon Go. I still have a huge passion for it. I still feel like it's the main game that I play. It's just kind of a shame because there's just not much going on, at least for me. I know for newer players, there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff constantly. I know for people who fall into FOMO, they're going to constantly feel like they're pressured to continuously play Pokemon Go. I totally recognize that. But for someone like myself who've been playing since day one, literally the day the game came out, I have been playing nonstop since then. It just feels like there's just so many days where I just open up the game, complete my daily tasks, and then I do not open it up again for the rest of the day. And I think that is a huge problem for Niantic. But in any case, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Definitely share your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Is there something that you feel could make Pokemon Go a lot better? Or do you completely disagree with me? Do you feel like Pokemon Go is just a whole lot of fun right now, and it's for a variety of different reasons? I would definitely like to know those reasons, so that maybe for myself I could pick up something where it's going to keep me engaged with the game. Who knows? But yeah, definitely share those thoughts in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, and also don't forget that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, the best way you could do that is going to be by joining my Patreon. And if you decide to become a paid Patreon member, I'm going to personally add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for the few times that I play, for the times that I raid, if you want a raid invite, different things like that. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And if you want to support my channel in a completely different way, you can do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula. I'm on the platforms you see right now on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow, and that'll be a huge help to my channel. And you'll have access to some exclusive content. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.